Okay, want to bring in real quickly Rachel Kugel and Joey Jackson on this. You heard the sergeant describe his circumstance.
Yes.
Obviously, the investigation continues. I'm not surprised that that's where they are with that, but that officer hasn't been charged.
Right.
What are the odds that officer will be charged? What are the odds he had the right when he started to feel closed in on to fire a warning shot?
No odds. And I want to separate two things quickly. Number one, protesting is fine. First Amendment rights, okay. But to be, ruining things and criminal mischief, that's unacceptable. But I want to segue that out from what the officer's conduct was. You're not allowed. I don't know what happens in California, but in New York, you don't fire warning shots. Why? Because someone could be hurt, someone could be killed. I'm concerned about this incident, Ashley, on multiple levels. Who's the adult? Who's the child? Who's trained? Who's not? Who knows about de-escalation and who doesn't? And when you have an officer who's drawing his firearm and then it's discharged, this could have led to horrific consequences, and I don't think there's justification for it. I won't prejudge, but I'm very concerned about it.
But children are children, and when you have a group of teenagers, it's not so much children anymore, and he might have felt threatened. Is his perception critical here?
It's critical. However, I've watched that video. I've watched it in its entirety. There's some from other angles as well. I don't see, with all due respect to the information officer who just spoke, I don't see how you can possibly say that he was threatened in that moment. I don't see anything that that child does that looks threatening,
well, look
reaching
at, they're
for a
jumping
gun.
over the hedge.
He's pulling his child towards him.
Okay.
If I'm so concerned that he was going to shoot me, why am I pulling him towards him?
And in the moment, he's not a cop. He is a regular person in civilian clothes in that moment. You couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
Okay, I'm going to have to leave it there, but we're going to watch the story. Obviously, the investigation continues. And as we heard from the sergeant, there still could be charges. We don't know for this officer. Hold that thought. The search for the killer.